let's open it up for open Q&A. Now, if I don't do it, I'll tell you I don't do it. For example, buying houses at the county court steps, that's not something that we'll do. But if we really have questions on some type of topic, we'll bring in a special guest. For example, novations. Corey Geary is probably one of the, not probably, he probably is. He is the best when it comes to novations. So we really have questions on novations. You know, we can bring Corey on, and he could definitely spread the wealth and talk about the difference between a traditional wholesale and novations. But with that being said, what do we got? Who's going to go first? Who's not going to be shy and ask the first question? Could be anything. Flips, multifamily, wholesaling, structure, business, the event, wholesaling live, mentorship. Who's that?
I got a question, Mike. It's Philip.
Philip, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, just real quick. I normally when I got a contract and I've got a buyer. I wanted to kind of normally I use just the assignment and contract from the Trek, but I wanted to start using the the HBHS template.
Sure.
That you do where you actually put the price. Do you ever have issues with the title company kind of using that structure, or what kind of questions can I expect from them to make sure they understand how I want to do it?
Okay, so just I'm on the same page. Now, when we get a contract, right, we here at the office, because we're in Texas, remember, the majority of you guys are in Texas. Here at the office, we use a Trek contract, which is 9 pages or 10 pages long. For our out-of-state deals, we use a 2-page contract, where it makes things a whole lot easier, right? We're not worried about whatever state's realtor promulgated forms that they're using, so we just use a 2-page. Now, the contract is to say, hey, Mr. Seller, I want to buy a house for $100,000. And we'll move forward. Now, let's just say Philip finds a buyer for $125,000. That's a $25,000 assignment fee. We use a 2-page assignment page, 2-page assignment document, and both for Texas or out of state. It pretty much says the rights to moving forward. Hey, we have the rights to buy the seller's house for $100. We're not selling the house, but we're selling the rights to buy the house, which is the house for $100, and then whatever our assignment fee is. Now, on day 0 of Wholesaling Live, we had the elite, right? The elite tickets. They came into the office, and we spent all day with those guys, and I broke it down on how we have our assignments. And there's 2 different ways. I would think the majority of people would do something along like this. They'll have the contract for $100,000, and then there's going to be an assignment that says, hey, the assignment fee is $25,000 plus the contract. You're buying it together for $125,000. Ours is a little different, Philip. Ours is a little different. Ours says this. I am under the belief that you have to provide whoever you're assigning it to, the assignee, because we're the assignors, the assignee has to get a copy of the contract. Some wholesalers don't agree with that, but if John Smith is the wholesaler and he made a deal with the seller and he wants to assign it to me, I want to see the details of that contract. What if he's telling me, hey, it's $100,000, and you buy that closing and they'll be out. But what if there's a lease back, or what if someone's not paying the traditional closing costs, or he promised, whatever the case may be, because that assignment, that contract, that's what I'm assigning to me. So I need to know what I'm getting. So if I'm buying a wholesale deal from a wholesaler, I need a copy of that contract. Okay? So when we assign an assignment, right? So we get the contract for $100 and we assign it. We have our assignment page that says, hey, check out the contract because I want you to understand what you're getting yourself into. But the difference between us and most wholesalers is on the contract, we'll black out the price. So you can't see what we're buying it for, right? So we're buying it for $100, it's going to be blacked out. You'll have the contract buyer, but you're not seeing how much we're buying it for. On the assignment, it says you're buying it for $130. So you don't know what our assignment fee could be. It could be $5,000, it could be $10,000, it could be $50,000. They won't know until the day of closing. And at the day of closing, if there's hard money involved and all that good stuff, they're not going to back out the table then. So Philip, what was the original question one more time just to make sure we're on the same page?
It was just, you cleared it up. I wanted to start using that agreement to assign contract for sale and purchase. I wanted to start using that, but you kind of cleared it up. You give them also a copy of the Trek without the price.
Yeah, without the price, yeah.
Because I want to get a little more straightforward, like, hey, this is the price and everything's kind of included.
Right, exactly. Everything's
and
included.
Avoid all those questions.
And you have to pay the closing costs. So in the alliance,
and I like the transaction fee that you put in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep that in there too.
So if you guys haven't seen it in the alliance, because you guys are part of the alliance, if you go to the homepage, there's a tab called Documents. In those documents, we should have our assignment page in there.